Hello aspirants and welcome again to Legacy IS Academy. In today's world, the war is not just the war of ammunitions or jets, etc., but it's also the war of information. Now, because of the information, the psyche of the enemy and the rest of the world can be manipulated. For example, if you want to have a moral high ground, you can talk about how much of extremities are being done against you and showcase all those pictures to showcase the fact that humanity is being destroyed. At the same time, if you want to project yourself very powerful, then you can talk about nothing happening to you at all and you are the only one destroying the enemy. So it can work both ways, and that is exactly what is happening in the USA-Israel versus Iran war. So here we will be discussing about the information war that is going on, wherein at one side Iran says that it has shot down American F-18 jet. However, the United States of America is denying that. In fact, the United States of America's fact checker has stated directly that no such thing has happened. But there is a twist. What is the twist? We will see that in this video. So let's get started with the news. So the news is about the claim by Iran. So Iran is making a claim over here. In fact, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, that is IRGC, they are the ones who have announced that they have shot down a US F-18 fighter jet. And where have they done that? They claim to have done this near the Chabahar area where India is working towards Chabahar port's construction. At that region in the Gulf of Oman, they have shot down USA's F-18 is what is being claimed by Iran, right? And specifically Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of Iran. However, as I mentioned, USA denies this claim absolutely, completely. So we'll try to understand what is the reality then. And we will, to understand the reality, we will quote the source of United States of America itself. So the claim has been made by the Iran Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. As you can see, weapons used, advanced air defense system. So how they have destroyed using the advanced air defense system. Now, have they given any evidence of it or not? That is very important. So yes, they have given the evidence, and the evidence includes video of the alleged strike. It is claiming to be a video of that strike, and this video is widely circulated now on the social media platform. However, if the video is circulated, then what's the issue? The issue is that the video is not independently verified as such. It is they who are claiming, right? And it is USA who's denying. But there is no third party which is independent which can actually verify the existence of such destruction or the fake about it. So nothing of that sort has been done. Now, where has this all happened? It's a strategic location, that is at Chabahar. So you can see for India, we were preparing the Chabahar port over here. Iran and India together are constructing that. It gives India a direct access to this location and beyond as well. So this is the location where it has claimed to down the F-18 jet of USA. It is at the coastal region of Gulf of Oman. Of course, important for maritime and strategic access, because just here you will also find the Strait of Hormuz. So it is close to the key shipping routes. Very important. In fact, by closing the Strait of Hormuz, Iran has choked the supply of oil and gas over there. However, recently Iran has claimed that it will allow friendly nations. Please watch the other video regarding the same. Now, what is the United States of America's response? So US's Central Command has tweeted that the claim by the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps is a false claim. And what is the truth? They are saying the truth is that no US fighter aircraft have been shot down by Iran. They are not just disregarding the claim of F-18. They are saying no US fighter aircraft have been shot down by Iran is what they are claiming. So as I mentioned in the beginning, they are trying to portray that they are not just undefeatable, they are untouched. You can't even touch them. You cannot even destroy a single of their fighter jet, is what they are claiming over here, right? So issued by US Central Command, as I mentioned, they said that the claim is false and misleading. In fact, they go on to claim that no US aircraft has been shot down, right? So this is the differing or conflicting claim that is there. Now, what is happening here is the information warfare. Now, along with the arms, ammunition warfare, missile warfare that is going on, this is the information warfare that is happening between the two regions through the use of the statements, the social media, the official statements, so on and so forth. However, now here is an interesting twist. The twist is that USA's own independent website actually goes on and says that during the course of the war, around 20 USA Air Force aircrafts are either damaged or destroyed. Now, what is this source? The source is airandSpaceForces.com. Now, it is an independent body. However, it is a quite prevalent research and analysis website which gives a detailed analysis of the things that are happening. It has done that historically, and in fact, its position has not been anti-government or anti-USA Air Force. It has been a pro-USA Air Force or pro-USA website. Now, if that kind of a website is actually claiming that around 20 US Air Force aircraft are damaged or destroyed, then it may hold some water, because Iran would like to say one thing, USA would like to say another thing, but this is not a government body as such, but anything related to the USA military, etc. This was considered to be a very, very credible source by the USA citizens themselves, and this source itself is claiming that around 20 USA Air Force aircraft damaged or destroyed. In fact, it also talked about USA Air Force pilots suffered sharpened wounds after F-35 hit over Iran. And not just that, it has given a detail. F-35 damaged on March 19, 3 F-15, total 3 F-15 Strike Eagles shot down in friendly fire by Kuwait. KC-135, right? So all the information, one crashed, one severely damaged, all this information can be seen from this particular website. At least one damaged on ground Iranian attack. Then you have MQ-9 Reaper drones, approximately 12 are lost. So these are the drones which are around 12 of them have been lost. So this is what is being said by the USA media news itself. In fact, a research wing itself, right? So now, what the war holds. So we have understood Iran claimed one thing, USA denied, but there is some credibility to the destruction of the fighter jets. Around 20, which is said, maybe not 20, maybe higher, maybe lesser, but some amount of destruction might possibly would have happened. Now, what is the way forward? So if you look at the diplomatic development, now US backed proposal to end the conflict under consideration. It was there. However, Iran's stance is very clear. It is not ready to directly negotiate with the United States of America. It wants an intermediary. So what is Iran's position? So Iran's position is very simple. It is not directly going to deal with the United States of America, and it claims that the international law is dead in practice, right? It's dominated by the West, and it is, as a result of which, it is dead in practice. Right, so it has highlighted the double standard during the Gaza versus Ukraine. When Gaza, it is claiming that when Gaza was defending itself, they were called as terrorists, whereas when Ukraine was defending, they were called as the defenders of their sovereignty. So this is the double standards they talk about, and also said that the silence on Israel-US action is also a testament of the double standards and the fact that international law is as good as dead. They also want that in any discussion about the peace talk, what needs to be present is Lebanon must be included in any ceasefire framework. They don't want to leave Lebanon alone, because if that happens, Lebanon anyhow is suffering probably the most amount of casualties of human lives. So they don't want to leave that behind as well. proposal conveyed to the leadership. Now this proposal has been conveyed to the leadership. Formal response may follow. But one thing remains clear, they do not want a direct talk with USA. They want an intermediary and intermediation to be done, and Lebanon need to be included in everything. And I believe that that is what they will want, along with the fact that first the firing stops as well, and then they would also respond to it. It all but makes sense, because here it was USA and Israel who were the aggressor. They claim that the international laws and the organizations have done next to nothing. They haven't even criticized. In fact, very ironically, the United Nations Security Council came up with a resolution talking about which was sort of questioning, or let's say keep making Iran responsible for all the things that are happening, but not talking anything about the USA and Israel attack which happened first. However, that resolution which was brought in was vetoed by Russia and China, and nothing of the sorts with respect to USA and Israel, as a result of which this is the stance of Iran, and they also want Lebanon to be included over here. Now USA also would not want to back down, because it has started the war and thought it was quite powerful and will end the war soon, and it's not ending. So it remains to be seen whether USA will accept humbly the talks or not. Thank you.